Sahanau bhunaktu saha viryam karavavahai tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Sadashiva-samārambhāṁ Shankarācārya-madhyamam Asmadācārya-paryantam Vande Guru-paraṁparāṁ. Om Namaste Astu Bhagavan Vishveshwaraya Mahadevaya Trambakaya Tripurantakaya Trikāgni-kālāya Kālāgni-rudraya Nīlakanthāya Mrityunjayaya Sarveshwaraya Sadashivaya Śrīman-mahādevāya Namaha. Om Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunāmayam Namāmi Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram. Hari Om, salutations to all. Shubha Shravan Somvar, the third Somvar this month. So, in the Shiva Puran, in Koti Rudra Samhita, is the description about the Vishveshwara Linga, about the different Jyotirlingas, or the description is coming in that portion. In that, Vishveshwara Linga also comes. And what is said there, that infinite consciousness was non-dual, alone, Kaivalya. Kaivalya is a state where there is no duality, no difference. Kevalasya bhavaha kaivalyam. That alone is, infinity is one. When we say infinity is one also, it is in contrast with everything else, infinite, 1, 2, 3, 4. It is actually indescribable. But number-wise, if we say there can't be two infinities. So one infinite consciousness alone, advaita, and from Vedanta standpoint, when we understand, consciousness is changeless, nameless, formless, attributeless, birthless, deathless, and that alone is the truth. But you and I are seeing this creation, and then we want to know from where this creation came. So if we are seeing the creation, then the cause of the creation has to be only consciousness, because that alone is. If the cause of the creation is something else, then there are two causes. Both will be perishable, both will limit each other. So that changeless consciousness, which doesn't produce any creation because it is changeless, and creation means change, creation means time, space, causation, and infinity is that which is beyond time, space, causation. Desha-kala vastu aparichinna is that which is kaivalyam, anantam. So if we need to find what is the cause, because we are seeing the creation, then Vedanta says this is consciousness which is the cause. Now how did consciousness which is changeless manifest this creation which is changing? So Upanishads also give different reasons. But please remember, there is only rope, there is no snake. If somebody is seeing the snake, actually they should explain why they are seeing the snake. But they are asking, the student goes and asks the teacher, tell me why is the creation? Creation should, the teacher should ask the student, you tell why there is a creation. Because actually there is no srishti. There is only one infinite consciousness, that's all. There's only water. Now we see as a, Indian Ocean, Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, whatever. And then we see big wave, small wave, foam, bubble, lather. What we are seeing is only the water, but we are giving some name, form. Same way, there is only one infinite consciousness, changeless, absolute. But we are seeing name and form, and we are not seeing consciousness. And then we are asking the teacher, we are asking the Upanishads, tell us from where this creation came. So out of compassion, they say some reasons. The purpose of that is not to explain how creation came. The purpose of that is to quieten the intellect in such a way that one can contemplate, turn within, contemplate on consciousness and come to realize, there is no Srishti at all. I was seeing consciousness and calling it Srishti. See, when we say there is no Srishti, it's not a blank, it is not a Shunya. That's another extreme people are going to. Shunya meditation. There cannot be anything called Shunya because you are there to know that there is nothing here. Then what is Shunya? Or absence of thoughts doesn't make it Shunya. That's only absence of thoughts, that's all. You as an entity who is observing is there. And that is consciousness. So the idea here is what? Neither that we think that creation is real and then we get attached, we get bound, nor we think that there is absolutely zero. It is not that creation is zero, there is consciousness. We say that, okay, wave is a construct of the mind, but water is there. That is what is being called as a wave. Same way, the whole expanse is consciousness alone. There's only one consciousness. Then we are seeing that and we're calling it the names and the forms. One lecture Gurudev was giving in Sandipani Sadhanalaya on Mandukya Upanishad. And when he finished the lecture, he came out. There was one foreigner who had come to meet him, and he has come for the first time to India, and he has not seen mango. So he was wondering, what is this? And he asked Gurudev, what is this? And the answer that Gurudev gave is, this is existence in the form of a mango tree. He was speaking on the Upanishads, and in that context he came out and he said, this is existence in the form of a mango tree. We don't see that there is Sat, there is existence, there is consciousness. We are seeing only tree, mango tree. So that's the difference between the vision of a enlightened master and those who are not aware of the truth. Same thing they are seeing, but one is stuck to name and form, the other is seeing the name and form, but the essence which is appearing as name and form. So the Shiva Purana says that there is only one infinite consciousness which alone was, and now it decided to become two. And hence it is said here that it got a desire to become two, it became two, and in the saguṇa-rūpa it manifested with qualities and form. So first the qualities. So it is said, who are these two? They manifested as Shiva and Shakti. And this Shiva and Shakti are in saguṇa-rūpa, meaning they have qualities, attributes. Absolute Brahman, no attributes. Then using the power of Maya, he becomes two. Now Shiva and Shakti. Formless, but having attributes. So saguṇ-nirakar. From them came Bhagavan Vishnu. Now don't get confused. I told you earlier also, in Shiv Puran, Shivji is the greatest, supreme. Everyone comes from Shivji only. So from him came Vishnu and his Shakti. And what did Bhagavan do? He told them that you have to take this creation forward. For that you should do tapasya. So Vishnu Bhagavan and his Shakti, what did they say? That there is no place for doing tapasya, and where will we establish ourselves and do tapasya? So it is said that this Bhagavan, infinite consciousness, now who is in the form of Shiva and Shakti, created this land mass, which is, uh, I forget now the conversion, 5 koshas. How many kilometers? I don't remember now. A particular landmass he created, and that was his own swarup as though. So that nirgun, nirakar, tattva manifested this. One can say saguṇa-nirakar tattva also manifested, both are one and the same only. He manifested this land mass and said that this is my own swarupa, you go there and you start doing your tapasya there. And where was this land mass? He created in space only. So Vishnu Bhagavan went there and he started doing tapasya. And when he was started doing tapasya there, from his body, tapasya literally also means, tap means to burn. So there was heat in the body, and so he was sweating. And so it is said here that water started flowing. Profusely he was sweating, and this landmass is a limited landmass. In the water that was generated, it was getting as though drowned and swept away. Then what happened? Vishnu Bhagavan, he saw and he was stunned, saying, "Arey, what is this wondrous thing? This water is emanating from this body, and this is covering the Akash, and in that this land is getting swept." And he was stunned and he shook his head. So one mani from his earrings, it fell on that landmass. So that place is what is called as Manikarnika. Now, when this, as the land was getting swept, then what happened? Bhagavan Shiva upheld this land on his Trishul. And so the land was saved, the water which was then pervading the Akash, etc. Bhagavan lifted up the land, and Bhagavan Vishnu, along with his Shakti, stayed there. And from his Nabhi, now one lotus emerged. And in that lotus is Brahmaji. And that also happened because of the will of Bhagavan Shiva. So now Brahmaji has manifested. So Vishnu Bhagavan further told Brahmaji that now you have to take this creation forward. So Brahmaji manifested 14 worlds, Brahmandas. And here it is said also that what is the range of this creation? So it is said here, 50 crore yojan, 50 crore yojanas, 1 yojan is 8 miles. 50 crore yojanas is the Srishti. Then Bhagavan thought that this is the Srishti. Shivji, he is thinking that this is the whole Srishti, and 14 worlds are there and there are jivas here. Brahmaji has taken that forward. So these jivas who are bound by karma, how will they come to unite with me? And so this 5 Koshwali city, Panchakoshi, what he did, which was on his Trishul, he left that on the earth. And he said that this Kashi will be Kalyanadayini, which will destroy the karma bandhanas and which will provide knowledge and which will give mukti also to everyone. And he said that I will remain here in the nirguṇ nirakar form as the Avimukteshvara Linga. So, Avimukteshvara Linga was established there. Bhagwan manifested as Avimukteshvara Linga. And then he told Vishnu Bhagavan that you also should not abandon this kshetra. And when he said that, Bhagwan Vishnu, he followed those orders, and so it is said that Bhagwan Vishnu also is there in Kashi, Bhagwan Shiva is also there in Kashi. And whenever Brahmaji's one day is over and the Srishti goes into Pralay, then Shivji upholds this Kashi alone on his Trishul. So that way Kashi is indestructible. And here again, what we had discussed in the beginning, the word Kashi, why it is there, the name, because karmanam karshanat, that which destroys the karmic bondage of people, even the worst of the sinners comes there, gets purified, it will grant mukti. And it is said in other places, other mokshapuris, the 7 mokshapuris, Ayodhya, Mathura, Maya, Kashi, Kanchi, Avantika, Puri, Dwaravati, Chaiva, Saptaita, Mokshadaikaha. In these 7, in the other 6, it is said that one can get Sarupya Mukti, but only in Kashi one will get, so Sarupya, Salokya, Samipya. This you can get in other, through the other Puris, but only in Kashi you get Sayujya Mukti. And it is also said that those people who go to the other Puris, they will have to come back to Kashi to get ultimate Mukti. Anyani Mukti Kshetrani Kashi Prapti Karani Cha Kashim Prapya Vimuchyeta Nanyatha Tirtha Kotivihi. So it is said that other Mukta Kshetras, meaning these Mokshapuris, they will bless you with a birth or a visit to Kashi. And the real liberation one gets only from Kashi. The Sayujya Mukti one gets only from Kashi. Kashim Prapya Vimuchyeta Na Anyatha Tirtha Kotivi. Even you can go to crores of other tirthas, one will not get what one will get in Kashi. And so this is the Mahatmya of Kashi. And it is also said one whose gati, who has done such terrible things that Sadgati will not happen, lot of Durgati is there in that person's life. That person also, if one comes to Kashi, that person will get free from the sins. Again, don't think this is a license to do anything that one wants. The point is, this is compassion of Bhagavan. And Jiva will come there by grace of Bhagavan only. One's own karma alone doesn't bring one there. So one has to remember this, be dharmic in conduct, and if somehow some ignorance, because of ignorance one does something, pray to Bhagavan, one may come to Kashi and then the karmas can get destroyed there. Now, having said this, it is said even Devatas want to take birth in Kashi to get mukti. Not only they want to take birth here, they want to die also in Kashi only. Why? Because Kashi Maranat Mukti, Bhagavan Shiva only gives the Tarak mantra, Ram or Om, and liberates the person. And so this is very dear to Bhagavan Shiva, and having done this, Bhagavan has placed the Kashi on the earth. He protects Kashi during the time of Pralay. Bhagavan Vishnu also always stays there. Now, this nirgun nirakar tattva. Now this very nice prasang that comes here in Shiv Puran, the nirgun nirakar tattva and sagun sakar tattva, they are having one conversation. It's very strange, no? So this Kalagni Rudra Bhagavan, who is manifest form, who is also Vishveshwara, he is talking to Bhagavan, who is Nirgun Shiva. Nirgun Shiva, but he is taken form. How is he having conversation? So form is having conversation with formless. That is always possible. Formless is in subtle form, but doesn't mean that there is no consciousness in that. So this conversation is happening where it is said here that so the one who is having the form, that Bhagavan, Kalagni Rudra, is talking to Nirgun Shiva. And what is he saying? That, I belong to you only, means the form comes from the formless. So he says, I belong to you. There is no doubt in this. You please do a favor to me. And what is that favor? You please remain here at all times. I pray to you and you liberate the jivas. So that Avimukteshwara is called as the Nirgun Nirakar Tattva. And Viśvanath is the Sagun Sakar Tattva. Same Kalagni Rudra. So Kalagni Rudra is telling Nirgun Nirakar Shiva, who is Avimukteshwara. So that Avimukteshwar Bhagavan, he was very pleased, he was very happy. And what did he reply? He says, you are the master of the three worlds. As Kalagni Rudra, he says, you are the creator, sustainer, destroyer of the three worlds. Brahma, Vishnu, Devatas, etc. also worship you. You must make Kashi as your capital, Rajdhani, he says. Avimukteshwar Bhagavan is already there. That we saw. Avimukteshwar Linga, that is the Nirgun Nirakar Tattva. Now that Avimukteshwar Bhagavan is telling this form, who is Vishveshwara. He's saying, you make Kashi your capital and I will always be here, no doubt, because he has requested him. He said, I will always be here. And you ensure that you grant mukti to the jivas. What is he going to do? He says, I will be here and I will think about you and you do this job where you grant mukti to the jivas and you fulfill the desires of the devotees. You stay here with Mother Uma and you ensure that you take the jivas across. You and Mother Uma take the jivas across. So both of them are praying to each other, you stay there and both of them remain. So in Kashi there is Avimukteshwara Linga and then there is Vishveshwara Linga. So when Bhagavan said this, then he accepted, the one who is having the form, he accepted and he manifested as the Linga and he remained there. And from that day onwards, it is said Kashi has become extremely exalted, Shrestha-puri. Now, this is one legend. What is the purpose here? By staying there in the saguṇ-rūpa and nirguṇ-rūpa, sakar and nirakar, Both the categories of devotees can worship Bhagavan. Some of us require form with qualities. So there is Vishveshwar Bhagavan and Vishalakshi. Mother Vishalakshi is also there. Annapurna Devi is also there. Worshipping them with form, we remember the qualities of Bhagavan, internalize it, lift our mind, surrender, and we will come to that state of absolute oneness, Kaivalya. Then we realize, acha, there is no Srishti only. Jiva, Jagat, Jagadishwara, all is one Mithya. But that is from the highest standpoint. One should not think that if there is Mithya, then why am I doing sadhana? That I which is there now, which is asking this question, that I only has to be dissolved. Till that I is there, the world appears real. Till the world appears real, sadhana has to be done. So, saguṇ sakar roop sadhana one can do, or one can even meditate on nirguṇ nirakar tattva, infinite consciousness, ānanda-rūpa shivoham shivoham. So Bhagavan is there in Kashi in both forms, nirguṇ nirakar also, saguṇ sakar also. Today's verse is about that. This whole background I gave is to explain that that particular verse. We will just take that, yes. 6th verse. Tejomayaṁ saguṇa-nirguṇamadvitīyam ānanda-kandam aparājitamaprameyam Nāgātmakaṁ sakala-niṣkalam ātma-rūpaṁ Vārāṇasī-pura-patiṁ bhaja Viśvanātham. So, Tejomayam, one who is effulgent, who is consciousness itself. Tejomayam indicates that one absolute infinite consciousness, which is even indicated in the last word of that line, advitīyam, which is non-dual. That infinite consciousness which is non-dual then manifests what? saguṇa-nirguṇam, as saguṇa-nirguṇ, with qualities and remains without qualities also. Guna means sattva, rajas, tamas. So with 3 gunas, the Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, etc., they manifest. How we saw just now. From that infinite consciousness only, Shiva and Shakti, and then Vishnu Bhagavan, and then Brahmaji, they all manifest. So Tejomayam saguṇa-nirguṇam advitīyam. The absolute truth is non-dual, one, infinite. That truth, without undergoing any change, only appears as the creator, then the creation and the creature. Tejomayam saguṇa-nirguṇam advitīyam. Then, what is its nature? ānanda-kandam. It is full of absolute bliss. It is a source of bliss actually. ānanda-kandam, root cause of all happiness is this. We think happiness is in world, in eating, drinking, all that. It is like eating the chocolate with the wrapper. Vishayananda, what we get is not from there. We are getting Vishayananda, we think it is coming from the object. It is actually coming from the self within. But we don't know that. We think that we mix up Ananda to be pleasure. That pleasure also is a construct of human mind. What is pleasurable to one person is painful to other person. They don't feel pleasure there because their mind is conditioned differently. So what we get from the object is temporary, momentary pleasure. Anand is our Swarup. Bliss is our Swarup. The mind becomes quiet and we experience it. Mind is disturbed, we don't experience. When the desire is fulfilled, the mind has become quiet and we are actually experiencing the bliss of the self. But we don't know that. So it is ānanda-kandam. And when we don't know that, then we get dependent on this object, that person, this situation, thinking that that is bringing happiness. Actually, it is not. It is our conditioning. So the all source of happiness is the infinite consciousness. It is Shiva, it is Bhagavan, whatever you call it. Ānanda-kandam, aparājitam. It is the one which is not conquered. Why? It is the ultimate source. It is unconquerable, meaning it cannot be grasped by the body, speech, mind. Five elements. Using that we can conquer things in the world, but this is the source of the five elements also. So ānanda-kandam, aparājitam, aprameyam, immeasurable. It is infinite. There is no way to measure it beyond time, space, and objects. So that is the infinite truth, which manifests as form, which manifests with qualities. So Nāgātmakaṁ. Nāgātmakaṁ meaning the specific form of Bhagavan with all the attributes. Specifically given here is a snake. So we saw yesterday also that Bhagavan has snakes all over his body. So he is called Nāgātmakaṁ. Don't think that his Atma is Nag ki Atma. Don't mistake that. Nāgātmakam, Bhagavan ki Atma Nag ki ho gayi. No. Nāgātmakam meaning serpents are there adorning his whole body. Sakala-niṣkalam, ātma-rūpaṁ. And he has the form as well as he is formless. So sakala and saguṇa is what it means is sakala here means form and saguṇa means with qualities. So when we say saguṇ sakar is same as saying saguṇ and sakala. Kala means parts and one which has parts is that which has form. So it's sakala. One which has no parts, so it is formless. So that is nirakar. So niṣkalam and nirakar mean the same. So that which has form and which is formless, both. And where is that tattva? Somewhere out there? No, ātma-rūpaṁ. It is the self of each of us. So who is the source of the whole creation? You and I are the source of the whole creation as the self, not as the jiva. Who is the source of the whole dream? Is the waker's mind. Every creature is nothing but expression of the waker's mind. So instead of searching for a cause out there, the cause of the universe is in our own heart. It is consciousness. Nāgātmakam sakala-niṣkalam ātma-rūpaṁ Vārāṇasī-pura-patiṁ bhaja Viśvanātham. May we worship that Lord of Vārāṇasī, who is the Lord of the whole universe, Viśvanātha, and who is both saguṇ sakar and nirguṇ nirakar, and who is absolute one infinite consciousness, advitīyam, source of all bliss, immeasurable, unconquerable, and that is our true self. So today we will meditate on the linga, the Kashi Vishweshwara linga, because linga is saguṇ and nirguṇ, sakar and nirakar at the same time. How? It does not have form like a human form, yet it has a form. And what it indicates through the form is the formless, because linga means a sign, a symbol. And beautiful meaning of linga also is that in which the whole srishti becomes lean. Leenam gamayati iti lingam. During the pralaya, the whole srishti goes into this consciousness. Linga is Chinmaya, linga is consciousness. The whole srishti becomes unmanifest in it. Again, during the creation, it manifests. And when the devotee meditates on the linga, the mind of the devotee also gets absorbed in that linga, in consciousness. One comes to realize absolute truth. So the linga is very, very powerful. With this bhav, when we do, for us it's not just a stone. What is it? It is saguṇ nirakar, saguṇ sakar as well as nirguṇ nirakar, Shiva tattva as well as Shiva in the form as Ishvara, and Shiva also as the specific form what we see with the Gangaji and the snake, etc. For us, it indicates all the three. So today we will keep this in mind and meditate on the Kashi Vishweshwara Linga. Sit erect, the head, the neck, and the spine in a straight line. Close your eyes gently. Relax the shoulders. Let your hands be in your lap, palms facing the sky. Come to a comfortable posture. Without any strain in any part of the body. Invoke gratitude in your heart. Thank Bhagwan for all the blessings as well as the challenges that we have in life. Thank Bhagwan for manifesting as a linga, for manifesting as a form, for creating Kashi, and for destroying our karmas and liberating us. If you have been to Kashi, thank Bhagwan for that glorious opportunity. If you have not been to Kashi, pray to Bhagwan to make it happen. So thank Bhagwan that he manifests as a form to help us realize the formless consciousness, which is our true nature. Suggest to the mind that for the next 20 minutes I am steady and still without any movements. I am alert, awake, and quiet. I am only a seeker, a devotee, and my goal is self-realization. Relax the body with deep breathing. Exhale all the air. Inhale. Relax. Inhale. Relax. Inhale. Relax. Inhale. Relax. Inhale. Relax. Continue to breathe at your own pace. Slow, steady, and deep. Flood your body with light and energy as you inhale, and let go of any stress or strain as you exhale. In the space between the two eyebrows or in your heart, visualize a circle of white light and invoke the auspicious form of your Sadguru, if you have one, or invoke the form of Bhagavan. Feel that you are in front of your Sadguru. offering some flowers at the feet of the Sadguru, fully out of surrender. We chant Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Perform a pradakshina of the Guru. Come and prostrate in front of the Guru. May the grace of the Guru help our mind to be steady in contemplation. Repose the form of the Guru back into your heart. Invoke the auspicious Vishveshwara Linga of Kashi. On the banks of Mother Ganga is the most beautiful temple of Bhagwan Kashi Vishwanath. In the Garbhagriha, there is a golden rectangle with 4 silver corners. In the center of that rectangle is the golden yoni pointing to the north, which is on the left side. And in the center of the yoni is the linga. The linga is Chinmaya, it is consciousness. It is not merely a stone. The linga is elliptical in form, placed on the yoni. The linga is representing Bhagwan Shiva, representing consciousness, representing Ishvara. Take some water in a vessel and feel that you have taken the Ganga water, you have come into the Garbhagriha, and with your both hands you are offering Abhisheka on the Shivalinga, on Vishveshwara Linga. As you are offering the Abhisheka, we will chant Om Namah Shivaya. Keep offering the Abhisheka. Bhagwan is Abhisheka Priya. as you chant Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Shivaya. Continue mentally. And keep offering the Abhisheka. Conclude the offering of the Abhisheka. With a nice white cloth, wipe the linga. The water which is there on the yoni, touch that water, sprinkle on your head, apply on your eyes, on your throat, on your chest. Apply bhasma to Bhagwan, 3 horizontal lines. In the center line, with your ring finger, offer chandan, offer kumkum in the center of the chandan. Offer a garland of flowers to Bhagwan. Take a bilva leaf, hold it between your 2 middle fingers and the thumb, and offer that to Bhagwan. Tridalam triguṇākaram trinetram chatrayāyudham trijanma pāpa samharam Ekabilvam Shivarpanam. Offer the Bilva Patra to Bhagavan. We will offer Archana to Bhagavan, chanting Om Kashi Vishwanathaya Namaha 11 times. Feel that you are offering flowers with each name. If you like, you can offer Bilva Patra also. Om Kashi Vishwanathaya Namaha. 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 Light a camphor. With your left hand you are ringing the bell. With the right hand you are doing the arati of Bhagavan. Om na tatra suryo bhati na chandra tarakam. Nema vidyuto bhanti kuto yam agnihi. Tameva bhantamanubhati sarvam. Tasya bhasa sarvamidam vibhati. Circle the flower around the arati, offer it to Bhagavan. You take the arati. Offer some dhupa. Offer some deepa. And offer some naivedya to Bhagavan. Perform a pradakshina in front of Bhagavan with your both the hands lifted above your head. Move the hands clockwise 3 times. Symbolic of pradakshina around Bhagavan. And prostrate in front of Bhagavan. We contemplate upon Bhagavan. Tejomayaṁ saguṇa-nirguṇamadvitīyam. Ānanda-kandam aparājitamaprameyam. Nāgātmakaṁ sakala-niṣkalam ātma-rūpaṁ Vārāṇasī-pura-patiṁ bhaja Viśvanātham. Vārāṇasī-pura-patiṁ bhaja Viśvanātham. Shiva is consciousness, Tejomayaṁ. Shiva is saguṇa and nirguṇa at the same time. Shiva is non-dual consciousness, which is the source of all bliss, advitīyam, ānanda-kandam. Shiva is unconquerable, immeasurable. Aparājitam, aprameyam. Shiva is with form as well as formless, having serpents all over his form, Nāgātmakaṁ, sakala-niṣkalam. That Shiva is my true self, ātma-rūpaṁ. I am that immeasurable consciousness. I am not a Jiva. I am the non-dual truth. I am pure consciousness. I am immeasurable. In me there is no creation, there is no creator, there are no creatures. That non-dual, infinite, immeasurable consciousness I am. Bhagavan Vishveshvara, may he help us to realize this. With his grace, may our karma bandhan get destroyed. May he bless us with knowledge of the self. Offer some flowers to Bhagwan. Prostrate in front of Bhagwan. And feel that Kashi Vishweshwara Linga is in your heart. Your entire being is pervaded by its effulgence. Repose the form of Kashi Vishwanath Bhagwan back into your heart. Be aware of your breath. Be aware of the body. Be aware of the happenings around you. We pray for the well-being of everyone. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah. Sarve Santu Niramayah. Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu. Ma Kaschit Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya. Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya. Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Rub your palms, place them on the face, gently open the eyes. Yes. Any questions?
Hari Om, Swamiji.
Yeah.
All this time I was wondering that the 12 Jyotirlings have different shapes and sizes. But today morning you explained that it's our own consciousness and we have created this. So just wanted to say thank you for that. And Swamiji, sorry, the mantra which you chanted for the offering of the Billi Patra, will you be putting it in the group?
Okay, we'll add it.
Okay, thank you, Swamiji.
Swamiji?
Yes.
Hari Om, Swamiji. Actually, I wanted to ask you, you said to, after the Abhishek, you add the, what you say, the chandan and then the kumkum. But I told you, I told you before also that we have a mandir there in my sasural. So they have told us to add ashtagandha and then gulal.
You can add whatever you like, Amma, no problem.
No problem, na?
No,
And this is the order we go, and then comes Vilva Patra and then the Gokarna flower.
no issue at all. Happily follow.
Okay, that's what I wanted to confirm whether I was going, because they said you cannot add kumkum. That's why I wanted to confirm from you, because you are the expert on this.
No. That is some wrong notion people have. Okay, we can't offer kumkum to Shivlinga. I don't know why they have that. Shivlinga is a combination of Shiva and Shakti. And kumkum is offered to Bhagavan. What is wrong in that? Nothing wrong. The Shastra nowhere I've read in Shiv Puran saying kumkum should not be offered. You can offer, so no problem.
Oh, and what about then haldi? Haldi we cannot offer to Shivji?
You can offer anything, Amma. You can offer for Shivji, there is no problem.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah.
Flower, na, that only that ketki flower is not offered
Not
to.
offered. Yeah.
Except that haldi, kumkum, abir, gulal, chandan, ashtagandha, you offer everything, no problem.
Yeah. Yes, thank you so much, Swamiji. Hari Om.
Hari Om, Swamiji. One, can you hear me?
Yeah.
One, this question which keeps on me, keeps coming to my mind. That as you have explained just now, when we have understood that way, that Shiva is formless and there's a Ardhanarishwar Swarup is in a form, but ultimately he manifested in a form of linga. So linga is also a form. So then people see and do the puja and everything, Abhishek and all this to linga. So that is also a form. And second thing you said something, linga means a lin, that whole sentence if you can repeat. But form, linga is not a formless, ultimately a form, no?
So linga is both form and formless because it is not having a human form. One says it is formless because it represents consciousness. And at the same time, there is a boundary, no? It is a elliptical linga.
Uh,
You can conceptualize, no, in the mind. Anything that you can conceptualize in the mind as a boundary, has a form, is sakala, has form, is sakar.
yeah.
But it doesn't have a form in the sense that it doesn't represent only the human form, as well as it is not limited by the form, it is formless, it's indicating the formless. So though having a form, it is indicating the absolute formless.
Okay, and then you said something that linga means
Linam gamayati iti lingam.
linam gamayati iti lingam. Okay, that means we don't get lean into anything.
No, it means that into which everything becomes lean.
In that it becomes lean. Okay.
Consciousness, everything merges and from it emerges. So consciousness is the source of the whole Srishti, from where the whole Srishti emerges and into which it again merges back. And that consciousness is that from where our mind also emerges and into which the mind also merges back. Every night in the deep sleep, it merges back into consciousness. Again, it comes out in the morning. So that is called linga.
Okay. Thank you very much, Swamiji. Hari Om. Ling-
Yes, Hari Om. Srijata ji, you want to
Hari Om Swamiji. Sorry, Swamiji, for not responding immediately. Swamiji, I wanted, please can you explain when you said that no creatures are in him, but he is in everyone.
Huh? No creatures are in him.
Yeah. But he is in everyone.
So I didn't say that today, but in general context, we understand in the Gita when Bhagavan says that they are in me, I am not in them.
Yes, Swamiji.
When we say they are in me, I am not in them, it means a relationship of not cause and effect, but a relationship of superimposition and the superimposed. So the rope can say that the snake is in me, but I am not in the snake, because the vision of the snake is illusory. There is no snake, there is only rope. But what is appearing as the snake? A rope is appearing as the snake. So the rope says that the snake is in me, but I am not in the snake. So these are different levels we have to understand. At one level, we say Bhagavan is in the hearts of all the beings.
Yes, yes,
So that our focus goes away from the body to Bhagavan in the heart.
yes, Swamiji.
Bhagavan, that's why he says in the Gita, 9th chapter, 3 levels he says. First level he says that I pervade the entire world in my unmanifest form.
Yes,
So
Swamiji.
that is the first level, where right now we are not attached, we are attached to the body, mind, intellect, we are not aware of consciousness. So for us, consciousness is as though unmanifest. But Shastra
Yes.
says it is in your heart.
Yes,
So that is first level.
yes,
Maya tatamidam sarvam jagad avyakta murtina. That is the shloka. Then Matsthani sarvabhutani nachaham teshu avasthitah. All beings are in me, but I am not in them. So what is that consciousness? Consciousness is that from which all these beings are emerging, appearing. So
yes,
that is the second level, where one says that if at all you see the creation, then it is this consciousness only appearing as this whole srishti. The rope only is appearing as the snake.
yes,
So the snake is in the rope, but the rope is not in the snake.
yes,
It is not like the pot and the mud. The mud and the pot, there's a cause and effect relationship.
yes,
The pot and the mud, mud is appearing, mud itself is transforming and becoming the pot.
yes, Swamiji.
Mud cannot say that I am in the pot, the pot is in me, but I am not in the pot. The mud can't say that. But the rope and the snake is superimposition and the superimposed. So that which is superimposition is nothing but the superimposed. That is the rope in another form. So the superimposition is illusory. The superimposed, the substratum is
Yes,
alone the truth. So in that
true.
there is there is no superimposition. That is the second level. Then
Yes, Swamiji.
he says, Nacha matsthani bhutani pashyame yogam aishwaram. In me there are no beings also. Meaning that is the highest level where one says the srishti only is not there. So the superimposition and the substratum also, that
Gone.
gone. Only the truth is, which is, if you
Yes.
say from superimposition standpoint, then it is the substratum. But otherwise it is not even the substratum. It is only one truth.
One. Yes. Yes, Swamiji. Thank you, Swamiji. It's very well explained.
All right. Thank you everyone. Hari Om.